Hi guys, welcome back to the Gully Cricket Showdown. We are going to continue talking about India versus England. It's going to be the fourth T20I pretty soon as well. We have already had three of those, two for India, one for England. And welcome back, Mukul. What did you make of the series so far?
I think we discussed that. I think T20 will be pretty good from India's, and it won't be a dismal performance like how it was in Test.
Test series, yeah.
And that is what was happened. And even in the third match, if you think India lost, I think they purposefully changed the few orders, few players just for the sake of trying. Otherwise, if they had their own, like if they played Arshdeep Singh instead of Shami, I think that would have made a huge impact. So yeah, I think India should still comfortably win the series. But lately things have been very weird from India's perspective. So who knows? But I still think it should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did say that India should win, but again, England can be one of those sides that can take one or two games away. So
Yeah, it won't be a whitewash. That's not
exactly. So let's talk about the new players that have come in. Then Varun Chakravarti has been really good so far, and I think he is the highest wicket taker in this series so far. Did really well in the last game as well, although we India lost it, but he was one of the better players for sure. Another one has to be Tilak Verma in the second match. He was the man of the match as well, performed really well. In the first match as well, he did pretty fine. So what have you made of these guys and their performances? Of course, fresh faces are coming into this side now.
Yes, Varun Chakravarti, I think he also, he was always much better player in Indian conditions. But I think because of the T20 World Cup in 2021, his career just got derailed completely for these few years. Gambhir being the coach of KKR, I think got him back. And rightly so, I think in Indian subcontinent conditions in T20 games, Varun Chakravarti is a good pick. You should probably, it would be, there's no point saying it now, but I think he should have been a dark horse in Champions Trophy also. But directly playing even UAE, where that match of T20 cricket was horrifying against Pakistan, probably won't be a good idea. But I think in Indian, especially in India, on pitches like this, I think Varun Chakravarti is excellent. It's not just one match; he has consistently proven his worth. So I think that's a good addition. Tilak Verma has been a surprise. I don't know if I said it before, I'm not a huge fan of Tilak Verma. I've said it in IPL videos because he was a compact player. In T20s, especially at the order where he bats, he wasn't that useful. But starting from the South African series, he has completely switched his game, and he has proven me wrong and many other people wrong. I never disliked him, but I thought he's more of an ODI player. He's not as fast, and does not have all kind of shots like Surya Kumar or someone like a T20 player, but he has developed them, or he has worked on himself. So kudos to him. He has been really, really good. All of a sudden, he has become a single match winner for India. So yeah, good for the cricket, good for him.
Yeah, and again, one of those batters, Abhishek Sharma as well. I think the first game performed really well. But he's very explosive. I think you can't miss out on him if you're making a team, for sure. Just really good in T20 format.
Yeah, I just think watching Abhishek Sharma bat especially just feels like the game has changed so much. Like he just tries to hit every ball. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't know where the game is going. Maybe after 2 years down the line, they will be scoring 250 every match. I don't know. It's just crazy. He just tries to hit every single ball. There is no intent of rotating strike or nothing like that. You miss 2 balls, you hit 3 balls, and then you get out. It's just, I don't know if I'm in favor of just that much slogging. You try to hit every ball, but it works sometimes. So he did win the match, the first one. So yeah, I guess it's too old for this generation.
It's entertaining to watch, to say the least. England, Ben Duckett did really well in the last match, scored 51 runs. So for England, they have performed really well as well, for sure. Especially coming back in the third game, that will help their confidence coming into the fourth game as well. Do you see this series going to a 2-2 and then into the final game, and anyone could take it?
I possible. Obviously, anything can happen in cricket, but I think in the fourth match, India will be much more careful. They will try to grab the series once first, and
Yeah.
then try to experiment more in the last match. I think just having a single Arshdeep Singh instead of Shami. Nothing against Mohammad Shami. He's one of my favorite players. Coming back from injury, bowling, he was never a amazing T20 bowler in the first place. He's more of a Test, ODI, and then
ODI.
T20 player. So, if you put Arshdeep Singh instead of Mohammad Shami in the squad, you can see Van Duckett would not have scored that many runs. Even in the end, I think in England won 147 or 149 for 9, and they ended up scoring 171 or 170, whatever. Those 20-30 runs which Shami and Hardik Pandya made England do, that would not have been possible if Arshdeep Singh was bowling in death. So it also highlights the impact the Arshdeep Singh has single-handedly made in the Indian squad, despite having someone like Jasprit Bumrah. That's why he was a T20 cricketer of the year. He is very, very good in the beginning. He swings the ball, and in the death, he's very, very accurate. So, I mean, if Arshdeep plays, which I think he will in the fourth match, and Rinko is also fit. I think he was out for 2 matches, and Nitish Reddy is also fit. Then I think India will play their full strength squad, and I think runs are due on Sanju and Surya. So, if all of this plays out, then I think India should be very comfortably should win the fourth match. But who knows?
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. And we have predicted India to win quite a lot of matches,
Yeah,
especially in the
yeah.
test series against Australia and New Zealand. Did not work out at
Yes,
all. So, not sure
yes.
what we are going to get in that front. So, let's speak about the players that are missing, though. Obviously, Virat Kohli has retired from T20, but he is playing the Ranji Trophy. And I don't know if you saw it, but the full stadium, and there is a full stadium today, even though they are bowling today. That's the
Yes.
sort of personality that the T20 team is missing right now, and the eyes as well. I mean, it's phenomenal that so many people have turned up just to see one player play that match.
I keep saying that every sport, including cricket, needs superstars,
Yeah.
because ultimately it's a business. So you can see team is not winning, blah blah blah. All of that is fine. But tell me a single reason why Virat Kohli, nobody, the selector, the coach, or anybody does not dare to drop him from the squad. You cannot. The broadcaster won't just. The rates will simply go down by 50%, at least. 50% is a huge impact. So they have to keep him just on the ground. Even people will criticize him, people will abuse him, do all kind of shit when he gets out. But the next day they will still come to see him play.
Yeah.
That's the kind of personality he is. So and I think that's the reason they are trying to highlight Shubman Gill a lot more than he deserves. He has not performed that much, but they need a star, and they have already made him the prince of cricket for India. So they have invested a lot in him. That's why they are trying to push him as much as you can. That will make you vice captain, will give you guaranteed matches, blah blah. But you just perform, and he has the potential. It's not about against him. So they obviously saw the potential and then made him. They gave him all that limelight, but he has not been performing because they know Virat is fading away, Rohit is fading away.
Right.
So they need somebody to to sell the cricket in India, and they are looking at Shubman Gill. But I'm telling you right now, if Jaiswal develops a little bit, he not just cricket wise, he personality, Jaiswal looks like he's from a very poor background. So he has rich now. He's rich now. So once he develops a little bit of personality, works on his looks a little bit, gets maybe a few ads, does a better PR. If all of this combined, all of a sudden this switch will flip, and Jaiswal is a better player, I think.
Yeah.
And Shubman Gill nobody will even talk about him then.
Yeah.
So I think time is running out for Gill also in that manner, because Jaiswal has been consistently performing. He's breaking records. He's performing out overseas also. That's a huge boost for your player, any player. So let's see. But yeah, I mean, India with Delhi is one down already. So I think people are playing for Yes Dultu or other player to get out. I don't remember his name, so that Kohli can come into bed.
Yeah.
Sangwan and Kul are playing. So very odd, must be very odd for them to. People are cheering them to get out.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I was gonna say the same thing. Jaiswal could be that guy. Has the perfect rags to riches story.
Yes.
Of course, needs the personality and popularity, but I think that will follow. He has all the talent in the world, and he plays for Rajasthan Royals as well. So I think that's another reason to cheer for him, for us at least.
It's not like IPL is very 2 months, 2.5 months. It's a plus. It's fine. But even if it doesn't play for the test for me, test matches are ultimate.
Right.
The
The
trends,
most
like
fun.
the ultimate test. Yeah, ultimate
Yeah.
test also for them. That's why
Yeah.
it's called a test. So,
Right.
and especially performing in Australia, in England, like there is an England series coming. It will be very interesting to see how he performs, but I'm pretty sure he will be able to. And the way he bets in India also, especially, you look at the New Zealand series which India lost 3-0. I think in 6 innings, I think there were at least 3 innings where Jaiswal wicket was the key of where the tide turned for India, and that itself says a lot. Especially in the Wankhede when Jaiswal and Pant were batting very comfortably, and then I don't know, all of a sudden he played a reverse sweep. I still remember, and he got bowled, and then just chips started falling. All of a sudden, before the end of the day, India were 4 down from 0. So it's just so that kind of impact he has had on the Indian team in Test cricket. So he has the potential, definitely the potential, and I do think he becomes the next superstar for Indian cricket. I don't see Gill has. I don't know. I think he's focused on other things other than cricket.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, having said that, I don't think we'll see Jaiswal tomorrow, but all eyes will be on Abhishek Sharma and Varun Chakravarti as we spoke earlier. With that, guys, I think this is going to be all from us. We will be back for the upcoming matches as well. Do like, subscribe, and share the video, and we will see you in the next one.
Yep. Take care. Bye.